Welcome back, friends, to another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. Lids87 here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about Yuna and Agrias to see how worthy they are of your tickets and or gems. Before I do get into it though, friends, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button as it truly helps out the channel. Now, a little bit of a life update, so if anybody would like to skip ahead, there are going to be timestamps down below in the time frame. Now, I'm sure some of you have noticed that in my past few videos, I haven't been using my infographics. That's on me. I have been a little bit burnt out, not from Opera Omnia, from work. Long story short, boss went out on leave for a few months, mind you, a few months. So it fell upon Lids to take up said mantle, and I got burnt out because there was a lot of work to do for one designer on the team. That was me. Boss came back and boss quit. So boss is out. This is his last week. He's out. So it's going to fall upon me again to take up the mantle, but we did hire somebody else on the team, so hopefully that'll help when it comes to the stress. Alright friends, so if you guys see me burnt out again, that is most likely why. Thank you guys for understanding, and I will do my best to get these infographic versions of my worthy meters out for you guys. Another thing though is that I won't be able to stream on Twitch the Yuna and Agrias event because I am going to be going out on vacation. I'm going to be going out of state. So that's why I wanted to put Agrias also in on this video, as I won't be able to make another video as my equipment is here at home. Alright friends, so again, thank you guys for understanding, and let's go ahead and start talking about these units. Now the first unit we are going to be talking about is going to be Yuna from Final Fantasy X. She's going to be coming back with her LD weapon, a brand new LD weapon, a burst weapon, and a gorgeous wedding costume. Are you guys going to be getting this? Because I definitely am. Now, those of you not familiar with Yuna, she is a magic support type unit in Opera Omnia, and she is going to be getting a rework. Now, when it comes to her rework, there's going to be improvements to her skills, but the thing to note the most is that her skill 1 and skill 2, they will no longer increase the turn count. If you're not familiar with her skills, her skill 1 is called Esuna. This is pretty much a party-wide debuff cleanse that can battery them and also extend any buffs by 1 turn, only once if they are extendable. Her skill 2 Cheer, this will grant your party members some buffs, brave heal them, and then HP heal them at a low action delay. Now those buffs, there are 3 of them that she grants with Cheer: Faith's Refuge, Spear's Blessing, and an attack up 8 turns to the entire party. So Faith's Refuge, what this is going to do for said party member, this will increase their int brave by 50%, their defense by 70%. Spear's Blessing will give them a Brave Regent effect by 20% of int brave, while also increasing their max brave by 10%, and that attack up buff is by 20%. With her EX ability, she does grant herself a special effect called Baleful for 6 turns, her EX ability being called Grand Summon and Energy Blast, and she also grants herself Baleful with her LD ability. Now, while Baleful is active on Yuna, this will upgrade her EX ability from Grand Summon to Energy Blast, her Brave attack will upgrade to Sonic Wings Plus, and her HP attack will upgrade to Energy Ray Plus. While Baleful is active and you use Energy Blast, she will grant herself another buff called Baleful's Flavor for Baleful's Favor for 6 turns. I guess I'm hungry. Flavor, right? Baleful's Favor for 6 turns. What this is going to do for Yuna, this is going to increase her attack and max rate by 70%. This will give the party a Brave Regen effect by 60% of int brave, and HP heal the party. Give them an HP regen by 5% of max HP. Oh, I need to eat. Now, when it comes to her LD weapon, her LD ability Energy Nova, she has 4 uses of this. This will cleanse all the party's debuffs, gone, while also brave healing your party members, followed by a 4-hit magic AoE Brave plus AoE HP attack executed 2 times. This will grant her Baleful for 6 turns, her special effect, and grant her her final buff called Believe. Now she's at 5 buffs that she can grant for herself. Believe is a 12-turn buff that has party-wide benefits. So for the party, this is going to increase their Brave damage by 20%, their attack and max Brave by 20%. There is a condition that can further raise stats, and that condition is if there are no debuffs on the party, then they will benefit from Yuna herself. She will benefit from increasing her Brave damage further by 40%. So 60% total for Yuna with Brave damage, not bad. And your party members will benefit from a plus 20% of their HP damage up, attack up, and max Brave up. Now, when it comes to the LD limit breaks, there will be improvements to Baleful in the form of the upgraded Brave and HP attack, so she will gain access to Sonic Wings++, and then Energy Ray++, just allowing her to hit harder. With her LD boards, Energy Nova is going to be hitting harder. That's pretty much it. Finally, with her burst weapon, her burst effect is going to be party-wide for 8 turns. This is going to increase your party's brave damage by 30%. Not bad. Increase the brave damage cap by 20%, while also increasing their stolen max brave overflow limits by 20%. If there are no debuffs on the entire roster, this will further increase their brave damage up by 20% while also increasing their HP damage up by 20% and also increase the HP damage cap by 20%. And finally, her call action, she has Esunu Call, which is going to do just that. It's going to cleanse the party of debuffs while also brave battering them, and her Energy Nova Call, party-wide debuff cleanse, battery, and then damage. And there is a caller effect for the Energy Nova Call action for 3 turns. That does affect the entire party. This is going to increase your party's attack and max brave by 20%. If there are no debuffs, this will increase their brave damage they deal by 20%. Now, before I judge Yuna's her kit, or her gear I should be saying, I just want to throw this note, as I have been throwing out this little reminder on every video up until Lufenia Plus. Lufenia Plus is about a month away, friends. Alright, so I believe due to that I can be harsher on a lot of these units, because all of these units that we are going to be receiving, they're pretty good in just the standard Lufenia era. Alright, so we are going to be looking for characters that are viable during the start of the Lufenia Plus era, or they make a comeback later down the line with their Crystal level 90, because with Crystal level 90 things tend to get a little bit easier during Lufenia Plus. Alright, friends, but at the end of the day, it is your tickets, they're your gems, your stash. Be sure to go for your favorite units just to enjoy the game that much more. Alright, friends, so that being said, when it comes to the worthiness of Yuna with her LD and burst, it's at the high end of my worthy, on the worthy tier of my worthy meter. Now, reminder that this is how worthy plus. Outside of its base, how worthy, pity worthy, hands down, pity worthy, but I am going to be just a little bit harsher on Yuna. Now, first and foremost, she has a lot going for her. She is a support character, and support characters in Omnia tend to last a little bit longer in the meta, so to speak, because of what they could potentially do. Yuna, you guys saw that she has brave damage up auras for your entire party in her LD and her burst effect. She has the capabilities of healing your party members to their brave and HP, while also cleansing them of debuffs. Now, her skill 1 and skill 2, they do not increase the turn count, so that's free debuff cleansing or free HP healing or brave battery. Now, if you don't happen to, if for some reason you can't go for Yuna, don't fret, as having a friend support unit will still be beneficial. Bring her in, use her finish burst, or the burst mode, to gain the burst effect, and then go into your own burst mode to benefit from the auras she provides. Speaking about her auras, because of her auras, that's something that makes Yuna Lufenia Plus viable of what she can do, because some things that you definitely want to look forward to or keep in mind as we progress towards Lufenia Plus era, you want to find ways to seriously increase your party's damage, because the bosses are going to have even beefier brave damage reductions and brave gain reduction. So having Yuna on the team composition to further boost your damage while also decreasing the enemy's defense or increase the brave damage they receive will be very beneficial, and you won't struggle as much. But that being said, again, if you bring in a friend support Yuna, you should be okay. I didn't have Yuna's burst on the JP side of the game. It was a struggle, but I did just fine without having Yuna on the team composition. Now, Yuna does not make a comeback, at least not yet, on the JP side of the game, but once she does, she should be getting her Crystal level 90 and a Burst Plus. So we have yet to see what she gets, and it's possible, because I'm expecting something big to happen on the JP side of the game really soon. I'm expecting a new gacha weapon, possibly near the end of September or possibly October. So we will see what happens, if Yuna will come before that or after, but I will keep you guys updated. All right, friends, so at the end of the day, Yuna is definitely very worthy of your resources, even pity worthy if you need a unit that can do what she does. All right, friends. Now, the next unit that we are going to be talking about is going to be Agrias, a character from Final Fantasy 12. When are we going to be getting Thunder God Sid? Come on, Square, make it happen. Global first. Yes, please. Now, Agrias in Omnia, she is a melee utility, high focus on utility there, character, and she is going to be getting a rework. She has the capabilities to batter your party members, she can HP heal, and she does increase your party stats. Now, with her skill 1, Knight's Pride, she will grant herself a buff, but she will also HP heal your party members. Her skill 2, Judgment Blade Plus, this can inflict a 1-turn paralysis on all your enemies, but it is at a 15% chance to inflict that paralysis. You can definitely improve your odds by using her additional ability, because what this does, this will increase her debuff success rate by 600% for 1 turn. So if you want to guarantee that paralysis, use her additional ability and go into her Judgment Blade Plus. Another thing that you could possibly do to add more uses of her additional ability is bring units that can give her free ability uses, like Onion Knight currently, or with Onion Knight's LD call action, just so you can guarantee even more ways, or I'm sorry, use more additional abilities to guarantee paralysis on the enemies. Now that bravery buff that she does grant herself with with Knight's Pride, it is a 9-turn stackable buff, max stacks being at 5. Now there are a few ways for her to gain stacks of bravery. At the start of the quest, she'll start off with 2 stacks. She will gain +1 when taking HP damage. Knight's Pride will give her 2 stacks, and Hollowed Bolt will also give her 2 stacks of bravery. Now what this is going to do for Agrias, this will increase her max brave and attack by 60%, give her 100% debuff evasion, and there are party-wide benefits also. The party will benefit from Brave Regen of 40% of Imp Brave, and this will also give them an HP regen of 10% of max HP. Her Judgment Blade, her second ability, will upgrade to Judgment Blade Plus, and she will gain access to Brave Attack Plus, HP Attack Plus. Holy Sword is a buff she grants herself with her EX ability Hollowed Bolt that for 9 turns, and this will further increase her attack in Imp Brave by 40%, plus 20% to Stolen Max Brave Overflow, and the party will increase their attack by 20%. She will also inflict a debuff with her EX ability called Silence for 1 turn, and this pretty much shuts down magic type attacks, as this will prevent the enemy from doing magic type damage. Let's start talking about her LD equipment. Her LD ability, Divine Ruination. She will have 3 uses of this. This will Brave heal the party members by 30% of max Brave, followed by a 3-hit melee AoE Brave plus AoE HP attack executed 3 times. And there will be Brave healing in between each HP attack except the very last one. Upon using Divine Ruination, she will recover 1 usage of her skill 1 and skill 2, so take advantage of that. This will upgrade, upon using Divine Ruination, this will upgrade her Brave Attack to Brave Attack Falling Flowers, which we'll talk about here in a moment, and she will grant herself a special effect called Honor of Princess. Now that Brave Attack Falling Flowers, what this is going to do upon using this will Brave heal your party members, followed by a 3-hit melee Brave plus HP attack. Apparently I don't know how to spell melee there. This will inflict a new debuff Falling Flowers on all the targets, and then after this will revert back to its previous Brave attack state. Falling Flowers is a 1-turn debuff that is pretty much a confused state, meaning the enemy cannot act. The enemy will increase the Brave damage they receive by 20% and increase the HP damage they receive by 10%. So Agrias is nothing but an amazing utility character with stat increases to your party members. Honor of Princess is a 12-turn special effect that is going to increase her attack by 40%, increase her Brave damage up by 20%. This will increase your party's Brave damage up by 20%, so 40% total for herself. This will increase this will increase the party's stolen and gained overflows by 20%, and this will also increase your party's gained Brave gained up by 20%, which is useful during Lufenia Plus because of the reductions from Lufenia Plus bosses, and she will also have access to her HP attack plus. With her LD boards, there are some benefits from her LD boards. When the quest starts, she will gain Honor of Princess for 6 turns, so her special effect, and her Brave attack will be in its upgraded state, so Brave attack Falling Flowers, so you could go right into confusing the enemies while increasing the damage they receive due to that debuff. Now when using her LD ability, the Brave hits will become 6 at a higher stolen max Brave overflow. And finally with Agrias, when it comes to her call actions, we have Knight's Pride Call, which is Party Brave healing with the damage followed by the allies being HP healed. There is a 6-turn caller effect that affects the party, so there's going to be a Brave Regen effect by 40% of Imp Brave, HP Regen by 10% of max HP, and with her LD ability call action, Divine Ruination Call, 6 turn. Besides doing the Divine Ruination, There's a 6-turn color effect that affects the party, plus 10% to stolen max brave overflow, and plus 10% to brave damage up. Now when it comes to the worthiness of Agrias, she is definitely worthy of your resources. Now Agrias, she is extremely useful as a utility type character. There is going to be a portion in the Lufenia Plus here. We have seen it a few times on the global side of the game. I believe it was with the El Nacho golden giant cockroach beetle thingamabobs, where while the add-ons are there, the bigger boss can teleport up ahead. Something like that is going to happen during the Lufenia Plus era. After certain HP thresholds, or if the bosses don't act within a certain amount of turns, they will literally jump up and then punish you. They will unleash quite a beefy attack. Agrias was useful in that sense because you can, as you guys saw, she has ways to shut down the enemies with her EX ability debuff. She can silence them, so if the enemy does magic brave damage, they won't do that. She can paralyze them, or she can confuse them with her upgraded brave attack, essentially shutting that boss down from skipping ahead and seriously punishing you if you try to take full advantage of not letting an enemy take a turn. So she was very useful in that aspect. She has the capabilities to increase your party's brave damage. She has the capabilities to increase your party's gain brave. Again, very useful during Lufenia Plus because of the reductions that Lufenia bosses bring to the table. And I will give her a huge shout out when it comes to one very specific Lufenia Plus fight, and that is the Kate Sith Lufenia Plus. In my opinion, let me know down below in the comments if you guys agree. I probably thought that was the hardest Lufenia Plus fight to date on the JP side of the game. Runner up or on par would be Shiva, the Shiva Lufenia Plus, but Agrias was definitely a shining star on the Kate Sith Lufenia Plus. Alright friends, so if you're not familiar with that fight, I highly advise you guys to go check out some videos on YouTube. Just literally type in Kate Sith Lufenia Plus and see if you're not going to be going for Agrias, if you have other team compositions that will let you beat that one. It's possible to do it without her, but I know she was extremely useful for that one. Alright friends, so now when it comes to Agrias later down the line, she has yet to receive a crystal level 90, so she does have the longevity there in the form that she could possibly come back. But as I just mentioned, with something big possibly happening on the JP side of the game, we don't know if there is going to be a new gacha tier or not. I think there might be, so if she'll come out before that or after, we will have to wait and see. Alright friends, so right now, upon making this video, she is definitely worthy of your resources as a utility type melee character. Alright friends, so that is it for this video friends. I want to thank you guys for watching my coverage of Yuna and Agrias and you guys fully understanding. Be sure to let me know down below in the comments your overall thoughts about both of these units, and if you guys are going to be going ham, are you guys going to be going for the costumes? Let me know where you guys are going to be chasing Yuna and or Agrias. I do recommend pulling on the LD debut banner for Yuna, get her LD there, and possibly chasing her burst weapon on the Agrias banner. Me personally, that's exactly what I am going to do. I'm going to be using gems. I never had Yuna on the JP side of the game, at least her burst weapon, to have her LD'd, so I did struggle with some content. You know, I got by just fine by using some friend supports that had the wedding costume, and she looked gorgeous. But I mean, having her on the actual team composition should make some content a little bit more easier. Alright friends, so I'm definitely going to go ham for Yuna. I'm going to go ham on the Agrias banner for the burst, and I do want Agrias on my global account also. Alright friends, so again, all your wonderful comments down below, and until next time friends, good luck and have a good one.